Friday, July 17, 1998, a day that changed the lives of thousands in Papua New Guinea. A peaceful evening turned into a nightmare when a massive tsunami struck the coastline near Aitape. Villages were wiped out, families torn apart, and a tragedy unfolded that would never be forgotten. But what really happened that night? And why was this tsunami so devastating? It all started at 6:49 p.m. local time. A powerful 7.0 magnitude earthquake struck 24 kilometers off the northern coast of Papua New Guinea. But strangely, this earthquake alone wasn't enough to cause such a deadly tsunami. Scientists believe that the real destruction came from an underwater landslide triggered by the quake. This landslide displaced a massive amount of water, creating waves that would soon hit the coastline. The sun had just set, families were gathered in their homes, and the night felt peaceful. But beneath the ocean, something was stirring. A disaster was coming, and no one was ready for what would happen next. Within minutes, the sea was on the move, and it was coming straight for Aitape. People along the coast suddenly heard a deep roaring sound, like a Boeing 737 jet preparing to land. It grew louder and louder, shaking the air itself. But it wasn't an airplane, it was the ocean. Then the first wave hit. A wall of water, 10 to 15 meters high, came crashing down on the villages of Aitape, and Tsunami. But it wasn't just water. Survivors say the wave felt hot, like boiling water, burning their skin as it swallowed everything in its path. The force of the water was so strong that it stripped some people naked, tearing away their clothes as they were swept away. People tried to run, but there was nowhere to go. Many were dragged into the mangroves in the Tsunami lagoon, where they became trapped. Some drowned instantly. Others fought to stay above water, only to be caught in the wreckage of their own homes. Then came the second wave, even bigger than the first, and finally the third wave, sealing the fate of thousands. By the time the ocean retreated, the villages were gone. Over 2,200 lives were lost. Thousands were injured. Entire families disappeared. Bodies were found miles away, washed up in trees, tangled in the remains of their homes. Australia had received alerts about the disaster and immediately sent rescue teams. But when they arrived, they found pure devastation. Survivors, barely alive, lay among the wreckage. The wounded flooded Vanamo General Hospital, Aitape Raihu Hospital, and Wewak Boram General Hospital. The hospitals were overwhelmed. Medical operations had to be carried out in military tents at Vanamo FOB Barracks in Wewak. Doctors and nurses worked around the clock, treating burns, broken bones, and trauma. But for many, help came too late. This was one of the deadliest tsunamis in the Pacific region, and it taught scientists an important lesson. Not all tsunamis are caused by earthquakes alone. The underwater landslide made the waves even more destructive. Since then, Papua New Guinea and other Pacific nations have worked to improve early warning systems. But the question remains, are we doing enough? Are we truly ready for the next one? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. The Aitape tsunami was a tragedy that left deep scars, but it also showed the resilience of the people. Today, those who survived continue to share their stories so that we never forget. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more untold histories of Papua New Guinea and the Pacific. Share this video to keep this incredible story alive.